Good afternoon. Enjoying the sweet, sweet sounds of the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack as we do at the start of every one of these streams. I'm Mark, I'm Living Project, part of Link to the Cast. The latest episode of Link to the Cast is out now on your podcasting platform of choice. And we are here. We are here to check out the latest Nintendo Direct on the 21st of June 2023. There is a lawnmower outside, so if you hear that at some point, you know what that is. Yeah. Boom, look at that. 10 minutes. Let's do this. What is planned for this? What is planned for this Nintendo Direct? So from IGN, telling us that we've got about 40 minutes of this stream to look forward to, mainly on Switch titles launching this year, including Pikmin 4, which is set to release on July 21st, 2023. So I expect that we'll get some gameplay footage on that. I've never been a big Pikmin fan. I played a bit of the third one, but it's one of those games that I kind of like in principle, but then the actual effort of playing it after a couple of hours, I kind of feel like I've kind of got my vibe of this. I'm good. I always said I'd go back and play the first one on my Steam Deck, but other things have popped up, so I haven't got around to it yet. But we'll see how it looks. We'll see if there's anything to this one that takes my interest. But considering that I'm still kind of working my way through Tears of the Kingdom, and Final Fantasy 16 is out in a couple of days, and I still want to play some Street Fighter at some point, not sure where Pikmin's gonna kind of fit into this kind of backlog that I'm working through at the moment. So yeah, there's that. IGN also are saying that, and this is all obviously speculation, they're saying that maybe it's time for the announcement of the re-releases of the Wind Waker and or Twilight Princess. Now, Wind Waker, we've had the HD re-release on the Wii U, so a Switch version that would be pretty cool. Twilight Princess, what the hell have we had for that? Because we've had the Skyward Sword HD re-release now for Switch. Did they do a re-release of Twilight Princess for the Wii U? Maybe they did. I don't actually. Let's have a look. I feel like they did, because I feel like that came back up in conversation some time ago. Yeah, okay, so it's a Wii U release as well. Right. So, yeah, I mean, I guess you could bundle them together. I doubt they would. I'm sure Nintendo would want to make their coin out of that. Maybe also the speculating DLC for Tears of the Kingdom, but I don't know. I kind of feel like the bulk of people are still trying to work through that main campaign. I don't think I'm quite ready yet for some DLC to be bottled onto the side of it, but I guess if they announced that there's DLC coming Q4 of this year or something, or maybe early next year, I guess you can at least make the announcement, but you could also do that kind of later on down the line. So I doubt they would do DLC at this time, so we'll see. One thing that is of note is that we haven't had anything Mario related in, when was the last time? Was it Mario Maker 2? God, yeah. It's been a while since we've had anything Mario related, so I don't know what you do announce. Do they go 3D? Do they go 2D? It has been a day and age since I don't think we've had, outside of Mario Maker, we haven't had a full-on 2D Mario game for the Switch. So I'm not sure about that. I mean, I think if they were to do a 2D Mario game, I think what I would like is if they kind of pulled from the Paper Mario series, and I think if you're gonna do a 2D Mario game at this point, you need to either do something really kind of wonky with the physics, which might be kind of a tough ask because Mario physics are so sort of ingrained at this point, or you do it I don't know, a kind of Kirby's Epic Yarn sort of approach to it and go from that angle, which I'd be totally for. So I guess there is that to see. Which also is terrifying that 2017 was Mario Odyssey. Like, where? Where do the years go? Naturally, obviously, the thing that I think we'll probably be seeing footage of is the new 1-2 Switch game. With the announcement that, God, where was it? Let me find that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I know I saw this the other day. I'll find it. Let me type this in. They announced that basically there's a horse that's the MC for this new game, which is sure, why not? A sequel. Okay, everybody wants to switch. I didn't actually know what the official title was. Here we go. Eurogamer. Everybody wants to switch will be hosted by a horse named MC Horace. It's a box art leaked online. Box leak reveals other details too. The party game will be playable up to 8 players using Joy-Con, or up to 100 players using smartphones. Yes. There is a new game coming out that will be hosted by a horse called MC Horace. 1-2 Switch, I think it didn't review particularly well. It was kind of one of those, like, because it came out obviously with the launch with the Switch, so it was kind of like, meant to be a play on the kind of like what Wii Sports was meant to do in terms of introducing you to this new control scheme, but it didn't quite have the magic of Wii Sports. So I think we'll see more about that. When actually is there a launch date for that thing? Oh god, it's the end of the month. Yeah. June 30th. All right, so we absolutely have to be getting some more footage of that then, surely. Because what? So June 1st, announcement came with a trailer and in-game screenshots. Kotaku described it as having zero fanfare. First trailer was released on June 20th. So that was, what, yesterday? Oh, right. So we're getting more of that in this then. Like, there's no way they're not talking about that. Metro Prime 4 has been missing in action. Please, like, Metro Prime 4 is not happening. Right? It's just not. It's just, like, let's just not worry about these sorts of things. Expansions for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Arrival of older Pokemon games. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Hollow Knight Silksong. Is it time? Well, I don't know about that. Hollow Knight Silksong is slowly creeping into the Metroid Prime 4. It doesn't exist. At least I guess we've seen footage of that thing. So, God, one of these days we'll get an actual release date announced for that thing. But I doubt it. I doubt it'll be here. Where would they have that? Would they have it in a Nintendo Direct, or would they have it in one of the Nindie Directs? Because technically Team Cherry is still an independent studio. I feel like it's big enough. I feel like the fanfare is big enough. You could have it in here. But then I guess it's also not going to be specific. It's not exclusive to the Switch. So I don't know. I don't know where that thing gets announced. Like, because Microsoft said that it's on Game Pass day one. So maybe they would want to have kind of the bragging rights to say that it's coming to their platform. But we'll see. Mother 3. What are we even doing here? I don't know. Anyway, so we got 1 minute and 15 seconds. I guess what other things? I'm looking through the comments right now. Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door remake. That is a bold statement. I don't know about that. I guess maybe Metro Prime and 2 remaster dates. Because now the first is out. That's obviously dependent on if they were originally working on those 2 games as well in conjunction with the first Prime. I could see a case that they kind of wanted to see how the reception and how the sales for that went before they decided if they wanted to kind of put resources to it. I think that Prime remaster is really worth picking up if you'd never played it before. You can see there are some kind of like weaknesses in the level design that don't hold up as well, but I think that thing holds up really well, and it looks really good as well. It's a really nice remastering job they did there. But I guess we're gonna quickly jump in and see what the deal is. So let's do it.
Peggy 18.
Let me know if it's a bit too loud. Starting off strong with Pokemon. Thank you, Maria. This is going to be a bit of a bust for me if we get a bunch of Pokemon stuff, because I've already, like, traded in my copy of Scarlet. Or Violet. I don't remember which one I had. But I figured we were getting DLC at some point. I still can't get over the fact that this looks like a slightly up-resed Wii game. At points. Sometimes it surprises you with like some of the models and bits and pieces, but it's still... We spoke a lot about this with Game of the Year and whatnot, and just kind of over the course of its release about our issues with the way this looks, so I'm not going to repeat on those problems. What? Are you doing like a Kabuki Warriors kind of thing? Like, what's this all about? Everything's running at a solid frame rate. Like, that's the one positive we can say so far. Is this like a giant biodome? It looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool, actually. I still maintain the crystallized gimmick that they added for this one is so inferior compared to the Gigantamax gimmick from the last one. I really wish they kind of kept with that. The crystallized form sort of gimmick they added felt like the first kind of real shoehorned in. All right, we need to do something for this game. Where, like with the let's make them giant. I mean, why wouldn't you? You should have done that 20 years ago.
同じく案内役を務めます小泉です。最初にご覧いただいたのはポケットモンスタースカーレット・バイオレットの有料追加コンテンツゼロの秘宝です。前編では田園風景が広がる地域のお祭りに参加していましたね。後編ではガラリと変わって海に浮かぶ先進的な学園が舞台のようです。
It's a very cool concept.
続報をお待ちください。そして本編のポケットモンスタースカーレット・バイオレットですが、このダイレクト終了後、ご覧のイベントが始まりますので、よろしければご参加ください。
Alright, you can go and do that
画
then.
面をご覧ください。
I guess there'll be like a Pokemon Direct. Oh no. Oh god. I did not like the look of this. Did not like the look of it. I got Sonic 4 flashbacks and you never want that.
Side-scrolling game, Sonic Superstars. 12 brand new zones await. Speed through beautiful worlds as Sonic.
I mean, maybe like physics-wise it'll be okay.
As Tails.
I just
Scale walls.
like Sonic Mania was such a perfect return to form for like 2D Sonic.
Powerful hammer as Amy Rose.
I'm worried about this one.
The incredible power
It
of
just
Chaos Emeralds.
it just like
The storm of
doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like a Sonic game. If well, the old one anyway, the Sonic 4 game, which is like 10, 12 years ago now.
And for the first time in the series, local co-op is available for up to 4 players.
That is pretty cool. I guess that kind of adds to the sort of like new Super Mario Bros. Sort of chaos.
Combine your powers and
I'm not
take
sure
on
how that'll
evil
work though in terms of like
adventure
if one player runs ahead as like Sonic and Tails is to the back.
Nintendo Switch
Like, does it do
this
split screen? Does it make the screen wider? Do they get lost?
A cozy life is just around the corner.
That's true, but if you're gonna change it, you gotta make it
Welcome
good.
to Palia. In this free-to-play adventure sim, create the idyllic life of your dreams alongside in-game characters and players from all over the world. Build houses.
I respect the fact that people want to make their kind of farming sims and whatnot, but there's about 300 that have either been announced or released, and it's I feel like it's really tough at this point to stand out.
Set off on a vast journey to uncover Palia's many mysteries, or just kick back and relax at home. How you live is entirely up to you.
It also doesn't help that this looks like a kind of mobile game ad for a
Palia
sort of version of
is
Zelda.
free-to-play and launches on Nintendo Switch this winter. Ignite your heart. The Phantom Thieves return in this tactical spin-off of Persona 5.
Tactical spin-off of Persona.
When the group ends up in an unfamiliar world, they must join forces with a revolutionary named Arena to combat the
I mean, if this is like a version of Persona 5 that's 20 hours long,
during battle, assess the
you know, I'd like to
situation
experience the UI of Persona 5,
attack up close,
because I always found that very appealing.
or using a persona. Knock enemies down to perform another action called One More. Then surround your foes and take them out with dramatic flair using the new all-out attack, Triple Threat. The fusion ability from the Persona series returns, allowing you to combine personas to form other ones. What is Arena's true objective, and what truths lie hidden in this strange world? A revolutionary tale will ignite when Persona 5 Tactica launches on Nintendo Switch November 17th.
Pretty cool.
Step into a Saturday morning.
Whoa. What the fuck?
All heroes for the first-person roguelike adventure, Mid-Force.
I'm already sold. I'm already on board with this.
By Saturday morning cartoons of the past. It's up to you to stop the evil Daedalus from taking over, but it won't be easy. Treacherous tombs and cryptic castles threaten your survival. Wield medieval weapons and legendary magic to smite hordes of monsters. During each run, you can find treasure to help boost your character's ability.
This looks fucking rad.
And more. Plus, up to 4 brave heroes can share the adventure in online co-op. Drop in and out at any time as you face the many perils ahead. By the power of teamwork.
Not teamwork. Boy, I feel like there's a copyright suit coming somewhere in there, but that looks fucking cool.
This Splatfest is
Oh yeah, Splatoon 3, still a thing.
sweet.
I do like that they do the updates in the form of like the actual in-game updates. It's a very nice touch.
The next Splatfest for Splatoon 3 has been confirmed. Okay, Squids, here's the theme. Which flavor of ice cream is best?
It's kind of weird that they'd announce a Splatfest in a Nintendo Direct. They usually keep those as just announcements on Twitter.
During the dates shown on screen. These choices are delicious. Guide your favorite flavor to victory. Plus, get splatting in themed battles with challenges. More Splat-tastic events are on the way. Be on the lookout for more info in the future.
Very happy they're still supporting it. Splatoon 3, great game. Oh wait, whoa, what? Sorry, I thought we were getting a Splatoon Pokemon crossover there for a second.
To promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. Tim Goodman, Pikachu,
Oh my god.
you two are the ideal detective duo.
Never played Detective Pikachu.
Disguises are a key part of detective work.
Oh my god. Might have to get into this one.
So much for my coffee. Something tells me this is just the beginning. A light roast today, huh?
Oh, so twisty.
There is something the two of you must know.
Oh god, Bill Nighy's here.
Deductions. The culprit is clear, isn't it? A bolt of brilliance. The name's Pikachu, and I'm what you might call a great detective. I sure wish somebody would bring me some coffee.
Amazing. 5 stars, no notes.
名探偵ピカチュウをご覧いただきましたが、コーヒーは相変わらず好きなようでしたね。
I actually don't know like the in-game lore for why he can talk in the games.
どんな活躍を見せてくれるのでしょうか。
As far as I'm aware, the Detective Pikachu game and film are very non-canon.
こちらをご覧ください。
Alright. Well, I know what this is, but... Is this a remaster? It means they're not... Whoa! Whoa! Are we? Are we doing a remaster of 7 stars? Because that's fucking wild. Wow. Holy shit. I have played this game at least 4 or 5 times, but I've never finished it. Man, I didn't even think of like I mentioned that Thousand Year Door, like someone in the comments was asking for that, but I didn't even consider like a remaster of the original Mario RPG. And I am now, you know, an RPG expert, so... I guess this will be the time I finally actually complete this game. Not that there was anything stopping me, considering, you know, I've got at least 3 or 4 different ways I could play this thing. I think the original's on the Nintendo Switch Online. I'm pretty sure it is. It's an RPG. I'm very hit and miss with RPGs in terms of completing them.
グラフィックを一新して蘇ります。
Wow.
当時遊ばれた方も、まだ遊んだことがないという方も、マリオシリーズの最初の RPG タイトルをプレイ
I
して
think I will take that opportunity. Thank you very much.
小泉さん、ご覧いただいたのはマリオが主役のタイトルでしたが、
Come on, Waluigi. It's your time. Let's do
ど
this.
ういうことですか？
では少しだけ。
Hey. Ah, Peach. I guess you are deserving of one as well.
ピーチ姫が主役の完全新作タイトルです。ステージにある特別な場所に行くと、
おや、あら、どうなっちゃうんですか？
今回はここまでです。詳しい内容は改めてお伝えしますが、
I do hope Bowser comes out in a
これだけ
groomsman
じゃない
suit.
んですよ。
え？
Are we just going through all of them? They all get in a game?
任天堂 3DS で発売したルイージマンション2のグラフィックを新たに開発しています。
Nice.
ちょっぴり奥深い
Never touched Dark Moon.
再びの活躍にご期待ください。
どちらのタイトルも2024年に
That's
発売予定です
a pretty strong trilogy they just announced there.
ピーチ姫、
But no fucking Waluigi or
フ
Wario.
ァミリーのタイトルがいろいろ出るんですね。
They deserve
これらの
better.
タイトルに
The Wild Brothers deserve better.
ください。それではヘッドラインをご覧ください。
Become Gotham City's ultimate protector.
Hold the phone. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wake up, Mr. Wayne. We have much to discuss. I want
Wait, are none of the Arkham games on Switch?
coming.
I know
Is the beginning of
the Arkham City was a Wii U game.
You're all going down.
Let's just hope that Arkham, that third game, Arkham Knight, has a successful port this time.
Today is the Joker's big homecoming, and you're the guest of honor.
Soon I will command forces beyond your comprehension. I've waited long enough. Batman dies tonight.
This place is dangerous. I like it. Gotham would be ours.
Over my dead body.
One pack. I was wondering if they would have them as like 3 separate purchases, but one package. That's good. That's a very strong announcement.
Don't be a stranger. You're all
Roni.
welcome here.
I have no need to pick this up, but that's, well, yeah, that is the thing. Will Arkham Knight, will that port work?
Cards right.
I don't know. I feel like it's been 10 years or so. They shouldn't be too taxing.
Lead your mercenaries through
But we'll see, I
dungeons in the
guess.
lands of Gloomhaven. Your tactical prowess is all that stands between riches and certain death. This adaptation of the hit board game features turn-based card battles with RPG elements.
So, Brony, that means you never actually played Arkham Knight then, right?
Bring doom upon your foes. But beware, exhaustion is close at hand.
Like, that third one, like Knight, it seems quite ambitious for the Switch. Like, the first two I'm not too concerned about. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Set up synergies and gain every advantage to survive. Grit your teeth and earn your keep.
I'm sorry, Gloomhaven, you've had a very poor slot there to come off the fucking
Pre-orders for the mercenaries
Mario RPG remaster and the Arkham games come to Switch. That's a rough
keep
dance.
the dance party going.
You know, when we get to the end of time, like when the nuclear holocaust eventually happens, they'll still be making Just Dance games. Who or what is a D Billions? I feel like I'm not the target audience for this. Do you know what a D Billions is, Maria? Or an AWOL Nation? Of course, I know Bad Bunny now, obviously, you know. Backlash main eventer.
Silent hope lies in a world without words. One day, a once peaceful realm was silenced by its king. Now, 7 wordless warriors will rise. In this action RPG,
They had a Wii fucking.
heroes bound by fate must work together to explore the
Holy
abyss
shit.
and find the
That's
secluded
insane.
king. However, with its ever-changing dungeons and powerful foes, conquering the abyss will be no easy feat. Wield weapons like swords, bows, magic, and more to survive this deadly chasm. After you return to base, materials you've collected will help you cultivate resources and forge new items. Repeated forays into the abyss will enable you to grow stronger and dive deeper.
I mean, I appreciate them trying, but
Your guide on this journey is the
I don't know.
kingdom's sorrowful princess, encased in a crystal of her own tears. And through a mysterious power, her voice reverberates.
I need to get a new chair. This fucking thing keeps slipping down. I don't even realize it.
Words, and what awaits the warriors in the depths of the abyss. Silent Hope dives onto Nintendo Switch.
I mean, like the way
October
these
3rd.
directs get paced out, you have a big announcement at the start, you get one in the middle, and then you get something at the end. So we're all just kind of sitting around now waiting to see what the end of this direct looks like.
Cast spells and cultivate your best life in Fae Farm.
Again, another fucking farming simulator.
Tasks and fend off mischievous foes. Enrich
Like, I love Stardew Valley as Nexus of the Purse. I've probably put more hours into that thing than the average human being, but
stats for the day ahead.
I don't need a chibi version of it. I just don't.
Friends locally or online in 4-player co-op.
Like, how is this any different to the farming game that we had like 10 minutes ago, other than the fact that that was over the shoulder?
Including an in-game bonus are available now on Nintendo eShop. Zoom into wild racing action with Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged. Choose from over 130 vehicles and pull off outrageous.
Is this the one that came out last year? I know I played a Turbo Wheels game last year that was on Game Pass. It might be this one. It was alright. Not too bad.
And building your own tracks. Race locally with friends in split-screen co-op. Plus, up to 12 players can hit the track online. Grab the wheel when this game speeds onto Nintendo Switch October 19th. Get your chassis looking classy in Manic Mechanics. Grab a part, fix it up, and toss it over. Repair vehicles quickly to earn points in solo play or 4-player co-op. But watch out for treacherous pits, pesky UFOs, and other workplace hazards. Manic Mechanics launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch July 13th. Pre-orders begin today on
That could be fun.
Nintendo eShop.
Might keep an eye out for that one.
The second paid DLC
Man, I was reading something, I think it was like the day before or so, about how, I think it was the director of this game was kind of saying that maybe they should have held out to like another Nintendo console to do a sequel. And I can kind of see, because I remember like Garrett was talking about the sequel, that it's like, it's a totally serviceable game and whatnot, but it's also kind of like it doesn't actually serve any purpose of existing, where you can probably justify it a lot more on like a new console. Like, if certainly if it's like a day one launch.
You really think you stand a chance against us?
They fucking Dragon Ball Z enemies.
You intend to take arms against me?
Very well.
You are now cursed, unable to harm monsters.
What? What the?
You're going to have to become a monster wrangler.
I was not expecting that voice to come from that character. I recognize this visual style. Like, this is this Dragon Quest?
One of us.
Let's go!
This is not my area of expertise. It is Dragon Quest. Alright, what the fuck was that?
The so-called hero is here.
Alright, so December 1st. I ain't got to worry about it till next year.
ご覧いただいたのはスクエア・エニックスさんのドラゴンクエストモンスターズ3魔族の王子とエルフの旅です。主人公のピサロが魔族の王になるまでにどんな道のりが待ち受けているのか、今後の続報をお待ちください。
続いては不思議な生き物が登場するあのタイトルの続報です。
I guess this is Pikmin 4 now.
Welcome to the Rescue Corps. As its newest recruit, you'll venture to a mysterious planet with all sorts of life forms. There, you'll meet plant-like creatures called Pikmin.
I do appreciate they're introducing this like we've never played a Pikmin game before, or we're aware that these existed.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, repair the damaged Rescue Corps spaceship and save any castaways you find. All right, let's explore together. Once plucked, Pikmin are ready for action. Blow your whistle to gather them and have them follow you.
Yep, that's how we've been doing it for about 20 years
Throw
now.
your little bugs at things, and they'll start working for you. Ochi will also prove to be a great canine companion. He can carry items with Pikmin.
A goodest boy contender? I think it's a goodest boy
Smash
contender.
obstacles in your way. And if you need a flotation device, well, there you go.
There you go, qualified goodest boy.
Ochi can even
You heard it here
sneak up to the
first.
Wildest creatures. Collect lots of scattered around the planet to fix the spaceship's radar. And
Oh
open
boy.
up new areas to explore.
Can't wait for you to pick up a Wii U, one of the 4 that still exist.
Exploration isn't limited to the surface, though. Why not take the plunge underground? Here, a completely different environment awaits. Unusual contraptions,
So is this like kind of doing a Honey I Shrunk the Kids sort of thing?
native creatures, and even more treasures are around every corner. You might unexpectedly find some castaways, too. Hey, wait a minute. This leafy individual just nabbed the castaway. You've got to stop him.
Oh shit.
It's time for a Dandori battle. Embrace the art of Dandori by strategically issuing commands to your Pikmin and Ochi. Collect more objects than your opponent within the time limit to win, and save the castaway. By rescuing castaways, you'll be able to do more activities back at base camp, which is right next to your
Oh, they've just
spaceship.
added Outer Heaven to fucking Pikmin.
Train
Alright.
Ochi and teach him new skills. Or build new equipment and items to help make exploration more manageable. For the first time in the Pikmin series, you can eventually set out for night expeditions. But there's a catch. Nightfall sends creatures into a frenzy, so stay alert. Thankfully, you'll come across the new Glow Pikmin, which only appear at night. Find luminals that produce valuable glow sap. These mounds also attract various wildlife, so use Glow Pikmin to drive them away and protect the luminals. Many more surprises await in this uncharted planet. But with the Pikmin and Ochi by your side, no challenge is too big or too
It looks fun.
small.
I'm sure it's something I'll pick up. I might not stick with it, but
Pikmin 4.
maybe one of these days I'll finish one of these games, so maybe Pikmin 4 is the time to
こ
do
れま
it.
で危険な夜の探索は避けていましたが、最新作ではついに夜にまで冒険が及ぶようです。
I do appreciate that. I appreciate not having to deal with the stress of getting back before nighttime.
そしてピクミン1、ピクミン2についてお知らせがあります。
More remasters?
ゲームキューブで発売した両タイトル
What?
HD バージョンをこのダイレクト終了後に
Of course. Of course. Just fucking shadow dropping Pikmin 1 and 2.
そして6月29日に
Oh, these
ピク
fuckers.
ミン4の発売に先駆けて 体験版を配信します。ピクミンをプレイしたことがないという方でも楽しめる内容になっていますので、この体験版をぜひプレイしていただければと思います。それではヘッドラインをご覧ください。
Man, I will never be able to figure out Nintendo in their strategy. Just when you think they're going one way. Whoa! Whoa! Speaking of which,
Master Collection Volume 1. This compilation includes Metal Gear Solid.
I know this game. I'm aware of this game now.
Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty.
Currently aware of this game, unfortunately.
Retrieve a deadly amphibious weapon. Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. Survive the jungle and confront your former mentor. You can also enjoy the games that started the series, Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2.
Alright, I think they confirmed that the original two were in this pack as well.
Versions of both Metal Gear and Snake's Revenge.
Oh, wow, we're really packing these in. Holy shit.
This compilation also contains the first Metal Gear Solid digital graphic novel.
What?
And its sequel.
That's, you know what, I'll tell you what. You can...
Content includes screenplay books and master
You could make an argument about the kind of bombardment of remasters and whatnot, but like if you put a package together like this, I can't complain at all. I think that's a totally legitimate like package right there. So there you go.
The first 3 Metal Gear Solid games will also be available separately on Nintendo eShop.
That is a rock solid package. Fucking Vampire Survivors.
Steel Thyself. Vampire Survivors is coming to Nintendo Switch. Do you have what it takes to survive a 30-minute
Tell you what, this is a pretty packed direct. Alright.
Stay on the move to avoid enemies and attack automatically with your weapons. Seems easy at first, right? But swarms of increasingly stronger monsters will appear the longer you survive. By getting treasure chests from defeated enemies, or by leveling up, you'll acquire weapons and upgrades for your character.
I wasn't the high man on Vampire Survivors that some other people were, but I get it. I do understand the appeal of it. And it goes without saying as well that the Nintendo Switch is like the perfect platform to play this on. So, yep, no, that makes sense.
Let's check in on some upcoming European tournaments.
Alright, we guess we can all take a piss break now.
After 4 years, the Splatoon European Championship is back in action. Teams from 12 regions across Europe are already splatting it out in regional Splatoon 3 tournaments consisting of turf wars and anarchy battles. The winning teams from each region will go on to compete in the European final in Frankfurt, Germany. Which team will be crowned the 2023 European champion and take home this incredible trophy? Please stay tuned to our social channels.
Do you know what? Maybe me, Garrett, Jack, and Dave, we should have stuck with Splatoon 3. We could have submitted for this.
And that's not all.
Oh my goodness, hello. Oh. Well, now you have my attention.
Pigeons? Sounds pretty cool. You're a pigeon. Yeah, you heard that right. Play online in this rhythm battle royale and aim to be the last bird standing. Up to 30 players can ruffle each other's feathers in musical minigames. Copy the leader's actions perfectly in Yes, Commander. Fire a slingshot to play music in First Piano Shooter. Race and fly to the rhythm in To the Sky.
Someone's played Fall Guys before, huh?
Minigames, you're in for an impeccably good time. Get ready to shake those pigeon tails when Headbangers Rhythm Royale.
I'm not sure about this one. Not sure about this one, kids.
Ready, set, yo! Henny is on the run, entangled in a chaotic audition that veered way off script. She's managed to make some powerful enemies and a newly animated friend. In this 3D platforming adventure from the team behind Sonic Mania.
Oh, wow.
Explore the bright
Okay.
and colorful world
I was
of
here for a second
Macaron.
thinking, well, you know, it looks like a kind of decent 3D 3D platformer, but if it's Sonic Mania team, then fucking sign me up.
To avoid Eddie's massive horde of
Yeah,
flashy
just imagine if we don't get anything on that 1-2 Switch end, because that's out at the end of the month, and I was talking about that at the start of the stream.
Also put your speed running skills
Surely
to
you get at
test
least something
with
from
Touch
MC
Attack
Horace.
to
Like,
unlock
come on.
special items, complete secret stages, and more. This is your big break, after all. Take the stage when Penny's Big Breakaway launches on Nintendo Switch early next year.
Alright, yep, I'm in. I'm in for that.
Rev up for Wave 5.
Fucking bring it on.
A brand new course is racing into Wave
Oh my
5
god, look at this, it's Micro Machines.
Booster Course Pass DLC. Introducing Squeaky Clean Sprint. More characters are also being added. From
Hell yeah.
Double Dash, PD Piranha.
About fucking time, alright?
From Mario Kart 7,
And Wiggler. Wow. Yeah, look at him get
Mario
pissed.
Kart Tour,
And Kamek. What? Didn't even realize he was a character in Mario Kart Tour.
Wave 5 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass
Boy.
zooms onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
You could have told me what other courses you had.
This DLC can be purchased on its own, while active Nintendo Switch Online Plus
I'm guessing that'll be
Adventure
out by like the end of the
members
day.
can also enjoy no
Maybe,
additional cost.
hopefully.
Two worlds, one fateful encounter. A remake of the second Star Ocean game, complete with new graphics that fuse 2D and 3D.
Wow,
is
look at
on the
that.
way. After a mission,
We're all in for this kind of 2.5 HD pixel art style, and
undeveloped planet. There, he meets
it
Raymond,
looks really fucking good when they do it.
Was it fate or mere coincidence? Soon after, the two get entangled in a sinister plot within the galaxy. In this science fantasy RPG, select either Claude or Reyna as your hero and play through the story from their perspective. You'll also meet over a dozen potential allies from all walks of life. During your adventure, the hero you chose and the decisions you make will have an impact on who can be recruited to your cause. Battles take place in real time, and skills can be performed with a single button.
I just real-time RPG combat. It's like
New
we were
combat
talking about on the
features in
podcast this week with Final Fantasy
stunning
16.
enemies with chain attacks.
It's just not my jam.
Having allies not in your current party unleash follow-up attacks, letting you map
It's
out
too
strategic
much
battles
to
in your
kind of
favor.
like try and configure
As
between.
you search for a
Well, this goes all the way back
and
to
ancient prophecy will unfold.
Nino Cooney was
Destiny
doing
will
this
be
thing,
awake.
and I didn't like it fucking 10 years
Save
ago
the
when they were doing it
planet
then.
in Star Ocean, the second story arc,
I've always been,
launching on Nintendo
your game is
Switch
either turn-based
November
or it's, you know, a hack and slash.
2nd. It's time to move it, Wario style. Get ready for more micro game mayhem in the latest WarioWare game. Hold two Joy-Con controllers, then action.
Oh god.
Move your body to take.
That's the thing, like, why do you even fucking need a new 1-2 Switch game if you've got a new WarioWare game coming? Because they're practically the same thing, except one of them has a lot more charm.
React quickly with the right movement, and you'll be on the road to victory.
Excellent!
If you've got two pairs of controllers,
I do
bring
not,
a
because
friend
I'm
in
not paying
local
70
co-op.
quid for another pair.
Sync up your actions to beat each micro game. Plus, up to 4 players can live it up across various mini-games in party mode. For example, this dicey board game is going to keep you on your toes. Get your body moving in over 200 lightning-fast micro games. In WarioWare, Move It! Launching on Nintendo Switch November 3rd. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo
I just so wish that
Switch.
these WarioWare games and games of this nature they do were like 40 quid instead of fucking 60.
何か突っ込んでくださいよ。
結構ノリノリだったのでそっとしておきました。さて、メイドインワリオの最新作が登場します。全身でポーズを取りながらの瞬間アクションに挑戦してみてください。ここで皆さんにもう一つお知らせがあります。
Everybody, 1, 2.
先月発 発売
Oh,
した
right, okay.
ゼルダの伝説 Tears of the Kingdom は大変多くの方にハイラルの旅をお楽しみいただいております。
Hey guys, you heard of this
本当に
game?
ありがとうございます。
It's done quite well.
ソフトの発売と同時に
New Amiibo.
アミーボを発売しましたが、さらに本作に登場する
Oh Jesus! Again, Nintendo.
2023年冬に発売しますのでお待ちください。
I forget that Amiibo is a thing. I really do.
さて、次が最後の映像となります。こちらをご覧ください。
All right, what you got for us? What you got?
Onward and upward.
Well, this is certainly 2D Mario, but it's not your dad's 2D Mario. What the fuck is going on? Like, even stuff like the UI is so not traditional to Mario. It's so interesting as well because, like, they're kind of running, but the perspective of their characters is, like, slightly at, like, a 45-degree angle. I've never seen it look like that before. I mean, what do you even say, huh? Nintendo, they don't fuck about. What? What? I mean, look, you turn him into a cat. Fucking, let's go crazy, huh?
ワンダーフラワーに触れると地形が動き出したり別の姿に変身したりそれまでと状況が一変してしまうんです。
他にも花が喋っていたりデイジーがいたり最後はゾウになったりと
Yeah, we went through a whole range of emotions there.
お伝えしますのでお楽しみに。
今回の任天堂ダイレクトは以上となります。ご視聴ありがとうございました。
Oh boy.